Everybody else that was around me, you know,
And he still gets to
they slandered my name. They fired my coach. And I felt like all that was on me.
Former Baylor University player Shawn Oakman.
Former Baylor football player Shawn Oakman.
Shawn Oakman. Football player Shawn Oakman, who's accused of sexual assault.
Shawn Oakman was a 6'9", 290-pound defensive end who played for the Baylor Bears back in 2012. He was born on April 7, 1992 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. While growing up, Shawn faced almost every trauma that could be placed on a child his age. These hardships included exposure to violence and instability, along with homelessness and abuse from his own parents. Shawn remembers his first home being a homeless shelter and his father never being in his life. The one time that his father showed up to see him was to get a DNA swab to prove that he was his. Shawn lived in foster care for a period after his family struggled to provide a stable environment. Despite these challenges, sports became a refuge for him. He developed a passion for football and excelled in athletics during his time at Penwood High School. With his success at Penwood High School, this would lead to him receiving a scholarship to play college football at Penn State. Sadly, Shawn's career at Penn State was short-lived due to him being kicked off the team after being charged with disorderly conduct, harassment, and retail theft after an accident with a cashier at a local deli. This accident resulted in Shawn transferring to Baylor University, and due to the NCAA's transfer rules, he had to sit out for another year. Not even 6 months on Baylor's campus, Oakman would be in trouble again, once more involving a female, who reported he lifted her under her arms and threw her into the cabinets and brick wall at her home. At this time, Shawn was struggling with a shattered relationship with his mother that caused him to be angry and upset at everything around him. Shawn had no one to guide him back onto the right path and was slowly spiraling out of control. Fast forward to the 2014 season, after sitting behind the starting player at his position the year before, he had 52 tackles and 11 sacks in the 2014 season, being named a third-team All-American, All-Conference, and the whole world thought that he was going to be a first-round pick in the NFL draft. But as a surprise to everyone else, Shawn decided to come back for the 2015 season to play another year to make up for the one that he missed. Shawn underperformed that year and didn't do anything special, but still was projected to be a first-round pick. The season ends, and Shawn is going into the draft confident and about to accomplish his dream. But just 3 days before the draft happens, tragedy strikes.
Day one of testimony started this morning in the trial of former Baylor football player Shawn Oakman.
Oakman is accused of raping a Baylor student in 2016, but his attorney argued today the woman and Oakman had an exclusive sexual relationship and the sex was consensual. Channel 6's Jasmine Caldwell is live at the McLennan County Courthouse with more on what happened when the alleged victim took the stand and how she admitted to being drunk before, during, and after the incident with Oakman. Jasmine.
Well, hey, Chris and Leslie. Now, that's something that many people in the courtroom were shocked to hear. Now, on the stand today, the alleged victim's friends and even a nurse said that she didn't appear to be drunk. Now, the alleged victim told prosecutors on the night this all happened she had a few whiskey and cokes. Now, it was revealed on the stand that she texted Shawn Oakman and told him that she was at a bar called Scruffy Murphy's in Waco. She said she barely remembers sending the text because she had too much to drink. Now, she said she couldn't remember how she got to Oakman's duplex. All she could remember was him grabbing her arm in an attempt to hold her up to keep her from falling. She said he led her to the bedroom and she asked him where her friends were and began screaming no. Now, she said Oakman threw her on the bed face down and raped her.
This coming to light just 3 days before the draft was a surprise to the entire world. Obviously, Shawn would go undrafted due to the NFL not being able to draft him with an accusation like this hanging above his head. And unfortunately for Shawn, he would have to fight this accusation for the next 3.5 years.
They slander my name. They fired my coach. And I felt like all that was on me. I was a leader of Baylor, of Waco, of the community that I was in. And they took us down from the top. They took the best player off the field. They took the best coach out of the Big 12. And that's how they did it. And we coming for everything. We coming to get everything back.
From the moment Shawn was proven innocent, he started trying to get back to the position he was in before, right on the cusp of going to the NFL. But sadly for Shawn, too much time had passed. He has been out of his prime, and people just didn't want someone who had gone through something like this on their team. He would go undrafted to this day and is stuck playing lower level football. Shawn Oakman's story is one of tragedy. It's one of the saddest stories I've ever read. He would have been great in the NFL and would have exceeded everyone's expectations. In my opinion, Shawn was truly robbed of greatness.